Hey guys, so I've decided to try and analyze LCK game. Hopefully, hopefully I don't get it all wrong. But this was the last game of the Gauntlet run. This was Samsung game 4 against KT. Samsung ended up winning the series 3-2. It's a great series. If you guys are into watching old VODs, then I would definitely suggest watching this one because it was a lot of fun to watch. But I thought this game would be interesting because it has a Skarner and off-meta picks are fun, and it also has an Elise. I like to watch Elise games because I think you have to be pretty creative with your pathing with Elise because there's so much pressure on you to be proactive in the early game. So I'm gonna play these clips out, and remember keep your eyes on the minimap. The minimap is what's important. So Skarner starts blue. This is just to help him clear quicker. Skarner can have issues with mana. Elise starts at golems as is normal, but what's interesting is what happens in a moment. Skarner goes for a full clear, he finishes his blue, goes for golems, and then he's just going to try and clear the rest of his jungle. He's just interested in rushing 6 ASAP. But what's happening bot is really important because their bot lane is getting shoved out. Super is basing right now, and what that means is that Tarm can go and get an aggressive ward, which is exactly what he does. He uses his pressure to put pressure onto the jungle, and this is a really important part of, I think, League of Legends in general, but especially early game is laners. The concept of translating pressure, right? If you have pressure in one place, you use that to get pressure somewhere else. Anyway, basically, this ward that they put at the ramp, which they're pinging now, is amazing because it means Elise, who skipped Wraiths to rush a quick 3, can't do anything with that 3 rush. She's going to finish blue. They're going to know exactly where she is, and she can't gank anywhere anymore because she knows that Skarner's probably going to be there if she tries to force something. Meanwhile, Skarner is just doing the most basic full clear, good efficiency, decent speed. You can see he already has a CS lead over Elise, and that's only going to continue to grow. Core JJ tries to get a sneaky grop steal. He doesn't. But what we see is that Elise now is forced to clear her own jungle again. She knows she can't gank, so she has to double back and clear the minions that she left before. But Skarner's already done that. And now, because her bot lane got shoved in, she's behind the 8 ball. And what will happen in a moment is that Skarner's going to base. He's going to get the first base off. He already has a CS lead. He's going to upgrade his jungle camps. And then he's going to do what I think Trashy should have done in my last daily, and that is he's going to apply pressure now onto the Elise. Elise really has no options. I mean, she could maybe flash on mid, but Echo's not great early ganks. Cannon is difficult to gank as well. And, I mean, at this point, he probably doesn't know where she is because she's been out of wards for long enough. But he pings out the crab because he wants to go there, and then Elise is there. And I think that's more coincidental than anything. Unless Ambition is a god, because that's also entirely possible. I mean, he is going to Worlds. But what happens is that you see that Skarner now has his blue smite and a pink. Elise is just caught up in CS. She's one creep ahead of him, but he now has control of the jungle. He gets the thing for the vision. He's now going to put wards in, and the reason he's being so aggressive is because he knows he has his blue smite. He'll win the 1v1. So he's kind of waiting for her to walk back. She doesn't. She bases, which she needs to do, but he now has total control of the top side, which puts pressure on the Gnar. He has the option to continue clearing to rush 6, but what we find here is that Crown baits nicely, having no mana, and yeah, Ambition gets the first gank off because he has blue smite while Elise is sitting in the base trying to decide what pots she wants to buy. I'm just going to pause the game there because I just want to go over what we've learned, really. And this was a pretty short VOD compared to what we usually watch, but what we saw there basically was pressure from the bot lane being translated into the jungle. Again, Elise, like I say pretty much every time I have a video, is that the onus is on Elise to make plays because Skarner at 6 is going to have massive pressure, and Elise is going to have the same pressure that she had when she was level 3 and 4. So Tarm being able to move from lane into the jungle, get the ward down, and allow Skarner to get his full clear off, pretty much secured the early game for Samsung. And the reason I want to take the time to point it out is it's such a small thing. It's so easy to miss when you're just watching the broadcast. But Tam really ruined Score's entire early game with one ward. Anyway, that's all for today. I didn't want to go too in depth into an LCK game because I didn't want to embarrass myself. See you guys next time.